Champion City Podcast, where we tell real stories from grinders, hustlers, and everybody on the come up. If you're still in the trenches or you're still trying to get that bag, this for you. This your blueprint, your motivation, your platform. Let's go. Yo, what up, everybody, man? Thanks for tapping in on a Saturday night. I know there's a lot of shit going on today, but today we got Sinclair, man. Why don't you say what's up?
What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Sinclair.
All right, that's what's up. Thanks for coming through for sure, man. Appreciate that. You know, young ducks over here too in the background, popping beers, rolling cigarettes and stuff.
What's going on
You know,
over there?
yeah. Nah, I appreciate y'all. Let me see. Let me get my phone though. But yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about where you grew up?
I kind of moved a lot growing up. I was born in Washington State, Spokane, Washington. What? And
That's where you were born?
yeah, I was
Oh,
born out
okay.
there.
Yeah.
But then I ended up because my parents are from over here, so they had me out there, and then I lived in Victorville, like the high desert area,
Oh,
till
okay.
I was
Yeah, yeah.
6, and then I went to Colorado till I was 14. And then I moved back to Fontana for 3 years. Then I moved to Reno, and then I moved back. So like kind of everywhere.
Oh man, yeah. Which place do you remember first? Like, you know how when you're a kid you move around, but then you don't remember a lot of it, right? Like, what's the first place you remember?
I would say Colorado.
Colorado.
That's kind of where like I played sports and like made friends and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But when I was in Victorville, I was like super young, just with family, so I don't have too much memories of that.
Yeah, my sister lived in Victorville for a while too,
Oh, okay.
and then it was like, but at that time it must have been like really dead though, right? Because a
Yeah,
lot of people
desert.
moved out there now, right? But
Mm-hmm.
now it's kind of like a city within its own now, right? And
Yeah, it's growing for
yeah,
sure.
and I remember too when people used to talk about like Fontana, Victorville, all that stuff. It would
Mm.
be like, oh, that's way out there, bro. I ain't trying to go out there and shit, right?
Yeah.
You know. And now it's like people go and come back the same day type shit, you
Yeah,
know? Yeah,
little
because
mission.
I used to go visit my mom. Used to stay with my sister and shit, so I would go visit my mom in Victorville and drive back, you
Oh,
know.
okay.
And I would hate that one when you get traffic where you go through the valley and it curves all inside the
Mm-hmm.
mountain ranges
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
where my grandpa has a ranch right there,
Oh,
actually.
really? Oh,
Yeah, but
sure.
there's always a lot of traffic and a lot of accidents too. It's scary
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. That's why there's always one car accident will back the whole freeway up because
Yeah,
that's
you're
the only
screwed.
way in, right? And the only
Mm-hmm.
way out, which sucks and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, but definitely. So, Colorado, what you enjoy about Colorado, though?
Um, it was cold. I didn't really like it, honestly. We were just
Mm-hmm.
kind of there, like, for my family to get on track, you know? Like,
Oh,
my
okay.
parents were kind of not doing good out here,
Uh
so
huh.
we went out there and, yeah, it was just really cold. There's no beach and
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of Bronco fans. So,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
I didn't really like it, but it was pretty. Like, it's definitely a beautiful place to go if you like nature
Yeah.
and all that. But yeah, we were just kind of there temporary, you know?
Oh,
So,
cool, cool. What part of Colorado?
it was like 40 minutes from downtown Denver.
Oh,
It
okay.
was called Thornton, Colorado, and
Yeah, yeah.
Westminster. So
Uh
kind of
huh.
like the outside cities, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
you were near the Colorado mountains or no?
kind
The
of, yeah,
Rocky
you could
Mountain?
see
You
them.
can
They're
see
kind
them?
of like everywhere, yeah.
Oh,
But we
okay.
weren't too close. Just like kind of more like the
Yeah,
city
yeah.
vibes.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
know. I've been to Denver and shit, but I went on a hot time when it was like humid and
Oh,
shit. It's
okay.
like super hot, man. You
Yeah,
know.
it could get like that.
And it's crazy when you land in the airport. There's like nothing around it, right? Like you really
Hmm.
have to come out into the
It's
city,
kind of
right?
scary. Did you hear
Yeah.
like the stories with the horse they have right there? They
No.
have like it's like an evil looking horse with red eyes
Oh, really?
at the Denver airport. Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
popular.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
kind
the
of scary.
story behind it,
I don't
but
know either. I
oh,
heard there's
okay.
like tunnels and stuff. It's like a lot, but it's just like a spooky airport, I guess.
Oh man, you know.
Yeah.
They probably got a lot of history, and you look into it, and they probably have like a haunting or something like that, you know, like some crazy stuff like
Something.
that. So yeah, so you were in Colorado in your teens and shit. How are the schools out there and everything?
Um, they're cool. I went to one that was kindergarten through 12th grade.
Mm-hmm. Oh
So,
wow, one
yeah.
school.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a church school or shit?
No, but
No?
like it was. I don't know. It was weird. Like it wasn't like a private school or nothing, but we had to
Uh-huh.
wear uniforms, and it was like all the grades, and the graduating class was like 80 people. Like
Oh man,
super
it's
small.
super small. Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
weird, but
Yeah.
it was cool, I guess. Like I was into sports. I did softball and basketball at the
Mhm.
time. So you know, my dad was strict on me, so I would just go to school and play sports. I didn't
Yeah.
really have much like
What do people do out there at 14? Like besides sports, like for fun. You know how you're out here in LA.
yeah.
People are blazing bud already at 14, probably going to the ditching parties and all
Yeah.
that stuff. No.
I don't know. Like I wasn't allowed to do any of that. My
Yeah?
dad was strict. You know, he was
Yeah.
like super mean. So.
So one day of absence, and you would be
Oh
like,
yeah.
"What?"
Well, you know what? I
Yeah?
watched my sister. My sister's 4 years older, so she would be the one like ditching school and
Mhm.
smoking and on MySpace, and my dad would catch her, and I'd be like right there watching, like, oh shit, like
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. you
Damn,
get
I don't want to
your
get
ass beat,
whooped
you
like
know?
that.
Yeah. So I kind of learned from her.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
lived like a boring childhood, but
Yeah.
I didn't get my ass beat.
Yeah,
you know?
I used to
So-
get whooped too and shit, and I think at the end my mom just got tired of whooping me. Like she's like, "Oh, this ain't working," type shit, you know. And then I ended up having to move with my grandparents actually because my mom
shit.
couldn't stand me and shit, you know. Yeah.
He said,
And
send
my-
him away.
Yeah, send him away. I tried, you know. Nah, actually, because my mom ended up moving to different areas, and it was problematic with, when you're a young male and you look Hispanic and you look like, I don't want to say how, like I don't want to say popping, but like if you look like you with the business at a young age, like everybody fucking with you, man, you know.
Yeah.
And I had those issues where people come to near my house or at the bus stop at school, and then it was like, oh yeah, you got to go back to where people know you, kind of shit, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Makes
and that didn't go
sense.
so good, but you know what? We built a lot of memories and a lot of camaraderie with people that I still love to this day, man. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So then you ended up coming back from Colorado. Where did you come to?
We came to Fontana, and I went to Etowanda High School, and I was like a junior, so it was kind of like it was new, because I went from that type of small school to like a big school,
Oh, okay.
and but it was cool. Like I loved it,
And nothing but Hispanics in Fontana too at that time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There was like a lot of fights and stuff at the school, and at my other
Oh,
one, there
really?
was only like 2 fights. Like,
Oh, wow.
And I was one of them.
Yeah. Oh man, you were the bad girl. You must have got that whoop by then.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
7th grade.
By pops, no?
Yeah,
Yeah?
but actually, like he was mad, but like he was more concerned, like if I like got down. You know, it's like you handled it.
Yeah,
You know, so it was cool. My mom was more mad if anything, but.
And was it like a fight, or was it like the hair pulling fight?
No, it was a fight. Yeah, it was like on the pavement
no
too.
hair
Like yeah, it was like I don't know. I didn't get along with her like the whole school year, and my mom would always tell me, she's like, don't do nothing till the last day of school, and I'm like,
oh man,
okay.
that's good advice and shit.
I know, like
you
I got suspended the next 3 days of the next year. I was like,
oh man, they had to find the punishment for next year.
I was like, Mom, what the heck? She's like, I didn't know they were gonna do that.
Oh man, and it's a trip. You must have been boiling up until that day and shit, huh?
Yeah, it was a lot of drama, and my name, like my real name's Clarissa, and hers was Larissa. So like we would be beefing it.
Yeah, that's a trip. Every time I see girls fight, I know it'd be a good fight when I see them tying their hair, because I'm like, oh hell yeah, they're not gonna be no hair grabbing. They're gonna chunk it up, you know. Nah, that's trippy, and that's funny you say that because you know, I moved away from like certain places so that my kids wouldn't have to suffer the same things I did and stuff, you know. Yeah. And I wouldn't say suffer, but at least go into growing up seeing the same things, like right? Yeah. So I don't have to repeat the cycle, right? You know? And then what was a trip was that when my son saw his first fight in high school, I think he's been there 1 year. They just finished right this week, I think, or next week. And he's seen 2 fights also in there. And one was 2 guys and the other one was girls. But the first one, when he saw it, he came home and he was amped up. Like, I felt like he got in a fight. You get me? The way he was explaining it. And then I was like, damn, so you saw it? And all he's like, nah, my friend told me and shit. And I was like, damn, he didn't even see it heads on. You get me? He was like, still like, man, you know? And I was like, hey, yeah, just be careful because, you know, people are crazy, man. Some people take out some guns and forget it and shit, you know? Or they'll get mad because you're watching and then they want to fight you, you know? And my son's like, nah, I'll run. And I was like, we're going to have to talk about that, so, you know? You know? But the second one was girls, and he came out and he was like, this one he recorded with his phone. I was like, don't be doing that, James. Like, don't be that person, bro. You get me? I was like, don't be doing that. But to them, my kids, it's like, oh, shoot, you know, people just fighting and shit, right? It's like a big deal, you know?
Yeah.
And then it's crazy how you were fighting and shit, you know? Yeah. But that's Fontana, so that's high school, right? And then, so how was that growing up in Fontana? Because those are like the critical years in life, right? Kind of, I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like in high school you define yourself more, right? Like this is who I am as a person going into adulthood, right?
Yeah.
You know? Some people meet like the people they love there, right? Like high school, that's why I have high school sweethearts or best friends and things like that, right? So how was that for you?
It was cool. It was just kind of like it was a change, you know, like and I was really quiet, so I don't know. And my dad would always tell me, like, you sure you want to move? Like, because, you know, you're at that stage of your life where you're either going to go up or down. And he was really worried, like, we'd move and I would, like, fuck up, you know?
Oh, man.
But I was just super quiet in high school. Like, people, like, if they were to see me now, like, on podcasts and at shows, they'd be like, what the heck? That was her? Because I was super quiet and just timid, you know? But, yeah.
You kept to yourself and stuff?
Yeah, I would just focus on school. Like, I wasn't, like, a dork, but, you know, like, I'd just go and, like, go to school. That's it. And
are you smart?
Yeah, I would say I'm smart. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. She said, I'll say I'm smart.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
I could be an airhead sometimes, but like I'm smart like when I need to be, you know?
Oh, that's what's up. And I just want to tell everybody, I don't know if she wants me to mention it, but my wife is helping me out today, man. She's on the chat.
Shout out.
You know, so, you know, we doing a dynamic dual couple thing right here and shit, man, you know? And Young Doug came with his couple right here, you know? It's a couple affair and shit, you know? No, that's what's up, though, man. And so, yeah, so go easy on her and shit. She likes to keep the chat active, though, so y'all going to see her right now, you know, replying to everybody and stuff. So shout out to my wife, man, you know? Yeah. Damn, so, and then you graduated from the Fontana High School?
Yeah.
That was your last destination as a kid, basically,
yeah,
right?
Pretty much,
Okay, cool. And then, so then growing up as an adult, like, are you already singing now, like in Colorado, or are you singing in Fontana, or like, how does that work for you?
I started singing when I was like 9 years old. I would just sing like, my sister, she would always play songs and be like, sing it. Like she would hype me up. And I started singing, like when I played sports, I would do the national anthem at school and I would do talent shows, you know, but it was just for fun. Like I was just singing. And it wasn't until...
Like Selena and stuff, or?
No, more like oldies, like, which one she would make me? Oh, she would make me sing Alicia Keys a lot too, like R&B type things, you know, just random stuff. And it wasn't until I moved from Fontana to Reno, like when my family split apart, and so it's kind of just like we moved because we had to, you know. I went with my mom, and that's when I started writing my own stuff. I was like, okay, let me try. And so yeah, I would always sing, but I never like wanted to do my own stuff until like I kind of went through some things, you know.
So you were like kind of an adult already in a way, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And so Alicia Keys and all that. You were in high school like in the 90s or like what? I don't know if you want to say when you graduated.
I
and stuff,
graduated 2016.
Oh, 2016?
Yeah, I'm
oh,
a
man.
little bit young.
I'm class of 03, y'all.
Oh,
you know?
shit.
Yeah. Or 03 or 06. Damn, I forgot. That's how long ago it was and shit. Yeah. Huh?
That's
For
pretty
real?
cool.
Class of 13, huh?
Oh,
That's
man.
crazy and shit. I bet your hat probably had a big 13 on it and shit. You know how? Oh, probation school. They cap and gown. You see now how a lot of people are decorating their cap and gown? That's pretty, or not, I mean, their cap from the top.
Okay,
That's pretty cool and
it's
shit,
pretty
man.
cool. They get creative.
Yeah, I told my son, damn, if the West Factory is still around by then, he's going to have a West Factory
The
logo on
logo,
this cap. Shit, like, but that doesn't represent me, you know? I was like, or the West hands on it and shit, you know? Nah, but, oh, damn. So, yeah, sorry to hear your parents split up, you know? And then so you ended up going with your mom's, moving out there and shit, you know?
Yeah, because my grandma lived out there in Nevada. So my dad, like, I don't know, things went bad, and then we just kind of went over there.
Oh, okay.
And it sucked, though, because I was supposed to go to college out here. Like, after high school, I was going to go to Chafee, and, like, I wanted to be a dentist.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, like, things just, like, were pretty bad. You know, they ended badly, so we left, and I was like, shit, like, what do I do, you know?
Yeah.
So I just started working, and I started rapping. That's when I was like, okay, let me write about it. And then it took me, like, probably like 5 songs until I was like confident, because you know like my first couple songs were very like emotional, like about what I was going through. And I showed people, they're like, oh, that's deep, you know. But then like I started having more fun with it, and when I got to that point, I was like, okay, like I could do this, you know.
Yeah, because you were expressing your feelings basically, right? You know.
Yeah.
Oh man. And how is Nevada? Like you were in Nevada?
Reno, Nevada.
Oh, Reno.
So it's up like north, kind of like by Sacramento.
And it's crazy, huh? Because you just graduated, you're getting situated in life, and now you get uprooted again, right?
Yeah,
and
like I was like, what's Reno? Like
Yeah,
one time I was like, where the fuck is that? So it was definitely, and it was cold again. Like, we went to another cold place with no beach, so I was kind of bummed out, but. You know, it happened for a reason. Like, if we didn't go, I probably wouldn't be doing music. So
that's
I would
a
just
trip
be a
too.
dentist or something.
Dentist. Damn. Yeah, because that's dope. So, and then now you're writing your own songs then, right? You're in Reno. You're like, I'm going to start writing my own songs.
Yeah.
And what are you doing in life at this point? You're working and writing or?
I was working at Taco Bell. I was like a manager there. I didn't know what to do, like, because I moved and I wanted to go to college, but it was like the out-of-state tuition. Like, they're like, oh, no, like, you're not from this state, so you gotta wait. And I'm like, well, I gotta work, you know, because like my dad would pay for, like, I had braces at the time, and he would pay for that. He like paid for my car and all this, and so like I moved and he stopped paying everything. He shut my phone off, and I'm like, damn, like,
you stopped being his daughter and shit.
He just kind of like, I don't know.
I don't mean to clown, but
no, but he got mad, like we had left, but like the situation we had to, you know, like he was not in the right mind space. So yeah, so like it was kind of like, okay, time to grow up, you know, like but there always comes a point for everyone, you know. So that was my point, and but like,
and that sucks because you weren't used to it, so it was kind of like boom, here you go, first of the month.
It was
you know,
crazy.
Like,
I'm like, I gotta pay this.
How do I get my phone, my car, and all that?
And you know what?
You know?
Like, my car, I never did an oil change on it. Like, I didn't know, and so I ended up like blowing out the transmission.
Oh
like,
man.
Yeah. So like the car, my mom like had someone fix it, and I never got my car back. Like it was just gone.
Man.
Like I was like, fuck. So it was rough out there.
Yeah.
She's like, I got a friend that could fix it, and then I never got it back.
Like he stole it and shit?
Yeah, like some tweaker guy. And I'm like,
Damn.
Mom, what happened to my car? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, wow. So I had to end up like saving for a new car. Like,
oh man. Damn, that's like, I mean, I don't want to like
do your oil change, like for reals.
Yeah, that's crazy because damn, that's like really, I don't want to say hitting rock bottom because it wasn't like your fault or anything, but that's like the worst things that can happen, literally, right?
Yeah.
You know, at least you had a roof over your head, because I mean, from there it's like fuck, you know.
Yeah.
But damn, that's crazy. And then I bet now when you go get oil changes, you'll be like, fuck that. Like, it's got to be a legit business and shit.
Yeah, for real. Right when I see the light on, I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Young Doug looked like he could do oil changes, though, and shit, man. You know?
Hey, I got my light on.
I'm not fucking car inclined at all, dude.
No.
Like, I even hate putting pressure on the tire. Like, I don't even know how to say it. I'm putting air in the tire because I feel like I'm going to blow that shit up. Yeah, the PSI thing. But I'm going to tell y'all something, though. The craziest shit's happened to me, dude. Like honestly, just in life, like if you would think like if you were like, oh, I'm gonna drive to Vegas right now, and you think of the dumbest or craziest shit that can happen, Like that's the kind of shit that happens to me, dude. You know, like sometimes I'll tell people and people don't believe me, dude. You get me? Yeah, yeah.
Got bad luck.
Yeah, I got bad luck. You know, I'll tell you guys a story about Domino's. It's probably not as funny as I think it is, but Domino's took like an hour and something to deliver my pizza and shit, bro, you know? And when they got it, if it was warm, I would keep it, eat it, right? And it got cold as fuck, dude. And I was high. I got cold ass pizza and shit, you know? Like it didn't even look oven fresh. It looked like the next day type shit. You get me? And then I was like, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna call and complain. And then the lady's like, oh, what? She was like, all right, man, you know, I'm gonna send you a refund, but I'm sending somebody to go pick the pizza up. And I was like, what the fuck? And I swear they came and they picked it up, bro. And they picked it up from my house. The guy went, he was knocking on my door. I gave him the 2 pizzas and he took off, dude. What? And they never gave me a refund and shit, you know?
They said, give me that pizza back.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, right? That's like, have you ever heard of that shit? No. I mean, I had never heard of that, dude, you know?
That's a lot.
Yeah. And then I hit up the pizza place. This is a year later, almost, dude, because I banned them. I never ordered pizza, but yeah. And but they released this stuffed crust pizza. And my boy's like, oh, that shit is fire, bro. You gotta try it. It has Parmesan and garlic. I was like, you know, I'm gonna give him a second shot. It's been over a year. I ordered the pizza, and they're taking a long time again, bro. And I'm calling the person. Hey, like, where is it at? Like, I'm going to the front house. Like, maybe they're delivering the front house. Let me check, man, you know? And then they put me in touch with the lady. The lady calls me that's delivering the pizza. And I'm like, oh, yeah, are you coming soon? She was like, yeah, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20. I mean, I don't know. I'll you know, when I'm there, like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, she can't even tell me if she's, like, down the street. But I'm telling you, I was just like, oh, man, I can't order Domino's no more, man, you know? There you go, huh? The original and shit. That's baller. That's a baller pizza right there, though, and shit. You know. Oh, I fucks with the Papa John's and shit. Yeah, and that's just some funny shit that happens, dude. I got crazy stories. You'll be like, damn, what the fuck, you know? Yeah, it's fucked up, you know. But back to Sinclair, man, because I ain't that interesting and shit, you know. But so yeah, so what's your first song that you wrote?
The first song I wrote is called Dreams, and it was about my dad. I did like a J. Cole type beat. And yeah, it was just about my dad, like with the family breaking apart and how I felt about it. You know, it was kind of deep. But it's a good song. It's called, like, the hook is pretty cool. It's catchy. That's when I was like, I used to be a stoner back then, so I would just be smoking. And in the hook, I'm like, greens, greens, smoking greens. I see you in my dreams. Like, it's like cool vibes that, you know?
All right. And you released it and stuff?
It's only on SoundCloud. Like, all my first tracks are all on SoundCloud. Oh, okay. Only, like, 10 of them. But it's because I didn't know, like, about how owning beats or, you know, putting stuff on YouTube. And I didn't know how to do all that. So, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, that's one of the things that I see a lot with artists is that they don't know the business part of it, right? When they first start out.
It's a lot to learn.
Yeah, and then I think they lose a lot of money that way. Or even traction, right? Because if you're not on Apple Music or YouTube and stuff, you know, it's kind of hard. And I think there's so many artists now, it's hard to even get, how do you say, discovered, right? You know?
For sure.
And you've been doing this for a minute now, right? So how long you been singing or because you started singing, right?
Yeah, singing as a little girl and then started writing my own stuff about 5 years ago. And then the last 3 years, like, really taking it more serious. You know?
Oh, okay.
Like, first 2, I was just like, okay, like, just writing, you know. But then, like, I don't know. I just got to, like, this point where I was like, okay, like, I noticed people were liking it. I'd show people, and, like, just to have strangers, like, oh, this is a good song, like, and they like it. I'm like, okay, like, that gave me the motivation to, like, keep going. So,
oh, okay. Yeah, that's always cool, huh? It's cool, like, when your friends like it, right? And then it's like, and then, but that's your friends, right? But it's cool when you start hearing from other people outside your city, and they're like, yeah, I fuck with your song,
you're like, really?
And you're like, oh, shit, you know? And then, I mean, obviously, by now, you probably inspire some young women also to sing or rap and stuff like that, you know?
For sure.
Because I do see more women rapping now as well, too. More young girls and stuff like that doing it, too, you know?
Yeah, it's popular right now.
Yeah, which is dope, too, right? You know? So how about, like you rap, you songwrite, and you sing, right? Like, which one of those 3 do you like doing the most?
I'd say rapping. I don't know, it's easier for me to rap. Like, it just comes quicker. And then with singing, like, it's more hard for me to, like, I don't know, because you have to carry out your words, you know, and make it catchy. So singing is more challenging, but a lot of people say, like, I'm better at singing. So I know I should do that, but with rapping, I'm just like, I just go off. Like, I have fun with it. It's
okay.
Like, you know?
Yeah. You just got to be like on tempo. And with singing, you got to hit the notes, huh? Like, otherwise it's like redo,
Can't be sounding
redo.
like all crazy, you know? Like, what are you doing?
And then your voice must get tired too when you sing, right? Like so you can't go to the studio and sing like 3 songs, or like is it like one song? Or?
Yeah, my voice definitely does get like shot out. Like at a certain point, I'm like, oh hell no, you know. But yeah, I think the longest session I've done is like 4 hours. I'd say I haven't done longer than that because rapping though, like I could rap all day, but when I start singing, like you definitely like I tire out my voice quicker. So,
oh, okay. Yeah.
Gotta drink tea and stuff.
Yeah, I seen some singers do the like the humidifier, right? Like to keep the vocals like like, and they'll be in the studio with like the humidifier kind of like just like taking steam, like steam and shit. Like,
that's crazy. Like in
and
between,
I seen it work, like going from a raspy voice to back to your normal voice and shit, dude, you know? Because you get tired, right? You get sore from your I would assume from your throat, you get kind of soreness, like after a long session or something, right? And it's like if you can't get it, you gotta know how to quit it, kind of like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna do it another day, man, you know?
There was a time where I was like, I had like a throat lozenge, and I was like, put it in and like busting the rap and then putting it back in, like, just to keep my throat, because it was fucked up. But I don't know, like sometimes you can't let that stop you, you know? Like doing shows when you're sick, like, it's like you can't cancel, you know? But there's times where I'm like super congested or coughing and I have to go and perform. I'm like, fuck, like hopefully it goes okay, you know?
And then let's talk about that a little bit. So I seen you do a couple of shows, right? A lot of like the lowrider car shows type thing, right?
Yeah.
Like when was your first performance and shit?
My first like big performance I would say is for the MB Riders in Reno.
Oh, dope.
Yeah,
them folks were popping too for a minute, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty cool show. They came out like, cause the promoter, I was trying to open for Mr. Capone, so I was like, you know, like you go on Instagram and you find the promoters and you DM them. So I was doing that, and I didn't end up getting on Mr. Capone's show, but he ended up hitting me up later, and he was like, hey, like, we want to go to Reno. I have the MB Riders. Like, can you find us a venue? And I was like, okay, like, I got you, but I want to open for them, you know? Like, a little deal for a deal. And, like, I found them the venue. They came. I opened. And it was, like, pretty much my big, like, first time opening for, like, a big artist, you know?
Okay.
And it was cool.
And that was your first show?
Yeah, like I would say I did like little like underground shows, you know, like a little pool party for some friends, and
like,
that's
cool and shit.
Like a little like a smoke like type thing where they're selling weed
like
and
the
stuff.
Shops
yeah, like that kind of thing. But that was my first like actual like big performance. And it was cool.
And just for the record, I've been looking for a cannabis company to throw our own session because I've been wanting to do one and shit. So I've been looking for somebody that I can partner up with. And do a little setup and put some artists together and all that stuff.
Cool.
So if y'all out there, tap in, man. You know, my bad, I didn't mean to steal that, but
you're good.
damn. So you gotta show your face, Young Doug. Ghetto Child's over there, like, where is Young Doug? They don't believe you're here, dude. You know?
I'm in the back.
Yeah. There's Young Doug.
I don't want to steal the show. It's her show. My boy, shout out West Factory.
I appreciate that. Yeah. There he is, Ghetto Child, man. You see? Yeah. And then so your first show, MB Rider, that's dope. So you must have been excited and stuff, right?
Yeah, for sure. Know? Like being a little girl, I would always sing like, you know, their songs in the backseat, and then I had the opportunity to open for them. It was cool. And like after I performed, they performed. And they brought me up on stage with them. So it was probably like my favorite show still to this day.
Oh, okay.
You know, just to be up there, like you never, like back then I never imagined it. Like I opened for the Delphonics recently and like the oldies, you know, and I never thought like, oh, I'm gonna open for them when I'm like 25. But like, you know, I'm doing it, so it's cool.
And that's a trick, because one day you'll be headlining your shows.
Yeah.
Right? And you would never believe
like,
that would happen.
I'm opening for Sinclair, you
know?
I
mean,
like,
look at Yellow Hill right now headlining a show.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, and I think it's dope too, man, you know? And I bet nobody ever believes, like, oh, I might headline a show or something, you know?
You don't know until you're doing it.
Yeah,
like,
for sure, man. Yeah. And, you know, I tried singing too, but I wasn't good at it, man.
Yeah?
No.
Let's hear a little something.
No, I'm glad. I honestly never tried to do it. I clown around, like I try this or that, but I know that it's not for me, you know? Like, definitely. Okay. Yeah. You know, I feel like I'm shy on the podcast. Like,
Really?
yeah, like I'm a shy person naturally.
I could be like that too, and like on stage, I'm just like woo. But like things like this,
You
or
get
even
your game face on, kind of thing,
yeah.
right?
But like meeting people, like sometimes I'm nervous, you know, like and then I go on stage and they're like, "How could you be nervous?" I'm like, I don't know, like it's just different up there, you know.
Yeah, and the funny part is, I feel like I'm gonna say something dumb. So I think that's what I'm shy about. Is
Like in your head, huh?
yeah, like you know, like oh, I don't speak very well, or I'm gonna say something that I'm very opinionative in my head, right? Like I think like, oh, why do people do that, or why did like you know like things like that, right?
I feel it.
And then so I always be like, damn, you know.
Yeah.
But not enough about that. But so and then so you continue doing shows and stuff like do you have a routine when you're gonna get on stage, or like how do you do?
I should, but like honestly, I'm really late all the time. Like I'm a last minute.
Oh
type.
really? Yeah.
I shouldn't say that, but like I'm just always like kind of in a rush type thing.
So if your slot is at 8, you get there at 8.
Low key, yeah. I'm trying to work on that though. But like I would say like I wish that I would like, you know, make time to like rehearse and but I take a long time getting ready. That's the thing. Like the makeup and the hair, and so I need like 4 hours just to like get ready, I would say. And then there's times like I don't know, cause I need to warm up my voice, you know. So like there's times where I'll be on the way there with my speaker and my microphone in the back seat, and I'm like singing, like rehearsing, you know. So, but no, I don't have like a certain way I do it every time. I'm usually just like trying to get ready
go with the
and
vibe and
rehearse on the way, and but
because you already have your set, right? Always, right?
Most of the time,
Okay. And then what's the longest set you had? Because I know they do 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
I would say 25 for the MB Rider show.
Man.
Yeah, because I was the only opener. So they were like, okay, how long do you want? And they gave me 25,
Oh, man.
That was long.
You must have been tired and shit.
I was like towards the end because I did like a live like YouTube video. Like I had someone record and edit, and you could tell like the end of it. I was like, someone should have took me off the stage. Like I was tired.
Because I was even thinking like even like 10 minutes of like if you're rocking a stage, I mean, there's so much energy that goes into it, right? Like you gotta be like hyping the crowd up and all that stuff, right? You know. And on top of that, remembering your lyrics, I know I would be sweating. I would be like, "Fuck, bro," you know? Yeah, you know, like what do I gotta do next? Oh shit, you know.
For real. I forgotten lyrics like 2 times. I forgot my lyrics.
Oh really?
And the first time, like I don't know, I kind of like played it smoothly though, cause I just like repeat the same part again. But there was one time where I was like, hey, like, go back. And I told the DJ, like, run it back. And then he ran it back, and I forgot it again. And I was like, change the song. I was like, change the song.
You got to have the fans sing it like, oh.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys got me.
Come on, man. Y'all messing up, you know?
For real.
Yeah. I'm sure there's, like, a lot of tricks that people do for stuff. Because, I mean, people that have large catalogs, like, it's got to be hard to remember 50 songs.
Yeah.
Even if you practice them, you're making new music all the time, right? So that's your on your mind. But like, how do you like do, like, imagine you have to do a 25-minute set. How do you remember? Like, that's like what, at least 10 or 12 songs, right? Probably even more, you know?
I don't know. I feel like it's my older songs I remember more. It's it's the newer ones. I think like the more you practice, the more you like play it over and over again in your car, like you get it. But I don't know. Like I've always been good with that, like memorizing lyrics, but memorizing like movies and like. I can't, like, for the life of me. Like, he'll always be like, hey, like, giving me movie references. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't remember it, you know? But with music, like, I could remember it.
It's got to be a girl thing, dude, man. Because I'm telling you, my wife doesn't remember, like, a lot of stuff.
Every time I'm like, no.
We were watching a movie the other day. And we had seen it already, and she couldn't remember watching it. So it's like she's like enjoying it, like if it was the first time we're watching it, you know. And then she's like, "Well, I want to see this one." I was like, "Yeah, we saw that one when it came out." She was like, "Really? Like when? Like you know?"
Yeah.
And like me, like I remember like a conversation, dude. Like I could remember like. No, I remember you told me this, bro. Like we was here Thursday. Remember we were doing this one thing. You get me? And my wife be like, for real? Like, and I swear, I was like, I don't know how. That's how mind work, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
I always tell my wife, you know what it is? It's because you don't care. You don't care that I was with you.
He forgets
when I was watching that movie with you, it wasn't meaningful and shit, you know? I was like, I'm gonna start trying to be more impactful and shit. You get me? That's my fault, you know? Nah, that's a trip, dude. So I've gotten used to it. So I don't even, you know, as long as you don't forget I love her, that's all that matters and shit, dude. You get me? You know?
Don't forget your birthday.
Yeah. And that's granted that my wife didn't blaze a lot like that. You get me? Like I was like blazing every day and shit and drinking every day, you know? Yeah, I know. So But punctuality is one thing I'm never good at.
Oh,
like
no?
for sure. Like I try my best
Okay,
and
that's
shit,
good.
you
Me
know.
too. Not
I
alone.
try my best. Hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, that's
I
what's
do
up.
try
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
And even
yeah.
when I try, something happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh man, yeah.
Hmm.
And I have my other partner, Charlie West, dude. And if you tell that fool 5:30, he's there at 4:30. Like he'll be right there in the parking lot, like, hey, where you at and shit. You get me? He has that, dude, for sure.
I wish
you
I
know?
was like that.
Yeah, yeah. And he always gets on my case because he'll tell me like, it's because you don't care about people's time, bro. You like you don't respect their time. Like that's how he
That's
gets
the
at me.
worst.
And I was like, I do, bro, but I got 3 kids. I got a wife. I got a job. You get me? Like, like, what do you want me to do and shit? You get me? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Sometimes
Yeah.
I gotta be on my way here, and my son hits me up like, "Oh, I need a ride over here," and it's like, "What am I gonna tell my son? Nah, walk your butt over there." You get me? Yeah, yeah. No, but nah, that's a trip though. And Lisa, yeah, I do drink the teas with the lemon and the honey on them. Actually, they call this a medicine bomb, but I call it a medicine bomb because that's what they told me.
Oh,
But they
that's
call
good.
this a honey citrus mint tea. And I like drinking these because I feel like they relax me and shit. But I'm like an old man, so but I like this one. But when I'm sick, they make me a tea with like it's honey and lemon and warm and shit, you know? Yeah, I haven't had yerba buena since I was a kid though, you know? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like yerba buena and shit. Yeah. And that be hooking me up and shit, dude. So I do like the honey lemon teas for sure, man, you know? But yeah, so going back to Sinclair right here, man. So what are some of the challenges you have had being a singer, like as a female artist, basically, and stuff, you know?
Um,
And probably from the beginning and then what your challenges are now, maybe. Yeah, let's do it that way.
I would say just like being kind of the only female at events, you know? Like there's like I've done a lot of shows and like it's very rare that there's another female like performing with
Oh,
me,
really?
you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it could kind of be like you feel kind of like outcasted, you know, and
Mhm.
like I don't know, like and then you do get it like as a female you do get a lot of attention and I feel like some people would think like, "Oh, here she comes like taking the attention." And it's like, "Nah, like I'm just here to do what you guys are here to do too, you know?
Uh-huh.
But like I'm gonna look good, of course, you know?"
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just like I feel like people have different opinions. Like being a female, like I'm just there to do the same thing, but
Yeah, yeah.
you definitely stand out. And yeah, it's just different. And like when I do see a female like performing, I'm like, oh shit, like that's cool, you know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's very rare. It's just a lot of guys like in the
In
industry,
the industry
you
in
know?
general, right?
So
Or do you
yeah.
find that like guys are always trying to hit on you also and stuff like that? Or
Kinda, yeah, like definitely on Instagram, like people
Yeah.
trying to work with you, and then like I'll be like, oh, send the track, you know, like so I could write or I could record, and I'll
Yeah.
send you the stems. They're like, oh no, like kick it in the studio,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
like, the fuck, like you know,
Yeah,
like if you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
work, let's work. But like I feel like a lot of them want to like persuade you to go kick it in the studio, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
like you know their intentions, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
with him, when
Yeah.
when we first like collab too, like we first met, I was like, oh, like let's do this track, and I sent it, and then he sent his part back, and then like the song was done, you know.
That's how
like,
you know they mean business.
you don't have to
and
do
stuff.
all that extra stuff,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
yeah,
so.
no, definitely.
Yeah, you just gotta like be smart.
I do know that some people like the studio vibe for sure.
Yeah.
If you're gonna create something on the spot, right? Like I feel, I'm not an
Yeah.
artist again, but from what I've seen people do, like I've seen chemistry come together where I'm just like, oh shit, that's a banger. You
and
get
it's
me?
cool.
Like
we just
for
did
sure.
it last
Yeah.
night. We did a new
Oh,
track.
that's dope. Yeah, yeah.
Young Doug and Mikey Mike. Yeah, we did a
Oh,
little track.
really?
And it's
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
like Lottie Daddy.
Oh yeah. Oh,
came
that's
to
cool.
party.
Lottie
Yeah.
Dottie coming soon, man.
It's a
You
summer
know?
anthem. So
Oh, that's what's
stay
up,
tuned.
man. G funk beat type thing or
what type beat would it be? I don't know. It's like smooth. Like
a lowrider cruising beat and shit.
I don't know.
Or West Coast? Oh,
yeah,
alright,
West
yeah,
Coast
yeah.
vibes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
what's up. So stay tuned, man. They got Young Duck, Sinclair, Mikey Mike, 628, man, Lottie Dottie coming this summer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
ASAP.
And that's one thing with music, right? Like you got to stay consistent and dropping stuff. So
Yeah.
I think it's dope when you meet a group of people that you vibe with, that you trust, right? And that you guys can do business together and hang together and stuff on
Yeah,
top of
for
that, man, you
sure.
know?
It's cool.
So yeah, so those are challenges that you had coming up, right? Like the music and all, like perform, like you being the only girl. Do you find like if you see another girl is very competitive against each other in general?
Some of them could be, but I always give props, like, I don't know, when I see artists, like, there was one Muñeca, like, she would open for the MB Riders a lot, and, like, just seeing, like, her energy, like, how she connected with the crowd, and, like, it's easy for girls to see that and be like, like, she sucks, but me, I'm like, hey, girl, like, you got down, like, go give her props, because when females come and tell me that, it's like, oh, it's cool, because, it's like, I don't know. It's like the stereotype, like for girls to like hate on each other. So when like you meet someone that doesn't do that, it's like it makes you want to go do that same thing for others.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. So you're not like a hater and shit,
Nah, I
Oh,
can't
okay.
be.
Yeah. Because Raza in general, they're. I don't want to speak for everybody, but from what I witnessed in my own personal life, you're like competing against everybody.
Yeah.
Like I've seen very few people that'll be like, oh, bro, you trying to do what I'm doing? Oh, come on, bro. I'm going to show you what I know. You show me what you know.
Yeah.
And then we both going to come out better, right? But I see more people being gatekeepers where it's like, oh, you don't know how to get paid off? Oh, bro, you get me? Like, man, you fucking up, homie. You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You get me? As opposed to like, oh, let me, you know what? I'm going to call you.
on.
I'm going to give you some scoop or something. You get me? And I think if the business would be a better thing like that, obviously you can't show everybody, right?
Yeah.
Because then you take up your time and stuff. Time is money. But I feel like there's some people that you would select and be like, you know what, I'm gonna school the homie right here.
Yeah, like when the opportunity's there, like for sure, you know,
for sure.
You wanna, like I had like a female artist, I forgot her name, but she DM'd me like asking how much to charge for like a show.
Oh, okay.
Like I guess someone was asking her like how much she charges. She's like, girl, I don't know what to say, and I told her like, this is what I say. Like, how long have you been doing music? You know, and I try to like give her a little bit of like advice, because why not? Like the opportunity, like you don't want to just like ignore her, and it's like
instead of being like, you know what, have them hit me up.
Yeah, like tell them pay me.
Nah, that's for real. And I think that's what's a trip. I think that that's good that you do that, because I think charging for shows or features, a lot of people don't know what the value is, and you don't want to be like, or you like value yourself, or shit, I want $1,000 and you got 2 tracks out.
Yeah,
you get me?
You gotta
and
make
it's
it
kind of
realistic,
like,
because even me like hitting up like bigger artists to get on a track, like some of them, like when I tried to open for Mr. Capone, he was charging like 8,000 for like a slot, and I'm like, damn, like that's kind of unrealistic, you know? Like, so for me,
I was like, bro, just tell me no, man.
I'm like,
you
bro,
know?
that's crazy.
And shout out to Capone. He is doing his thing. So if that's his price, that's his price. But I would be like, oh, bro, come on, man. I'm still hungry.
Yeah, so like when I started charging, it's like, I don't want to like make them feel like, what the heck? Like, I can't do that. Because, life is like a lot. We got a lot of shit to worry about. So you don't want to be dropping like 8 G's on a opening,
to me, I would have tier pricing. And as I think, like, I don't know, and maybe I'm stupid for this, but I would be like, so look, I'm gonna get a studio someday, and if you want time to wait, it's $250 for a feature, right? Because right now, look, I'm doing shows. These are my followers. Boom, right? If I'm just starting off and somebody asks me, I would be like, I'm gonna do it on the strength because I need to get on, right? I need this feature so you can get me on your platform, yada yada, right? But if I'm an established artist like coming up, I would be like $250, but I'll get you when I get you, right? 500, I'll be in the studio tonight, boom, and you'll have your shit in 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get me? Yeah, that's gonna cover your studio time, basically, your engineering, your mix, and all that, right? So you can send it over. Yeah. I think, Yeah. And at that time, it becomes like, hey, do you wanna pay or not? You get me? Right?
Yeah.
And maybe I'm wrong on the pricing, but that's how I would do it, because it would be based on timing. You get me? Yeah. $2 million a show? Wiz Khalifa and shit? Oh, man. Tap in and shit? Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. 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 You know what your work, dude. And then that's the thing that you gotta understand is how much does a show make, right? Like you have to understand that to be like, oh well, how many artists are on the show then? Like, well, damn, if I'm on this slot, I'm worth this much, right? You get me? But yeah, it's hard. It's a hard business for sure. And I think a lot of people might shine it off too, kind of because they expect a lot of things on the strength, right?
For sure.
So what are some of the challenges you're having now as a female artist, or it could be your creativity or whatnot, whatever challenges you have,
I think right now is the time management. honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I work like a full-time job, and you want to work overtime, you know, like if
Mm-hmm.
there's a chance to get more money than you're making, like you're obviously gonna want to. So like
Yeah.
they offer OT, and then I'll be working like 5 days, 10 hours a week, and it's like it's hard to like do other stuff, you know,
Yeah.
because like I get home from work at around like 6:30, 7, and then I go to work I have to wake up at 6 a.m. So I have
Oh,
like
man.
4 hours to like say I want to record a song or say I want to like do
Yeah.
some promo, but it's like I still need a shower, I still need to eat.
Yeah.
Like it's just like sometimes it's tiring, you know. And then your days off, you're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and it's like you're tired, you know.
Yeah.
Like so, I think right now is just trying to balance everything
Oh, okay.
and not
Yeah,
get
yeah,
stressed
yeah.
out. Cause like this is what I want to do. I love it. So if I didn't love it, like I'd be more stressed and like like it's a chore. So it's not like that, but
Yeah.
it's still like trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and
you
it takes
know?
a lot of energy too, right?
Yeah,
For sure, man. You know,
definitely.
especially even just managing your social media takes
I
time
know
and
it's a
stuff,
lot.
right?
Like
You
you
know?
gotta stay on it, and
Yeah.
it's like sometimes like my photos build up like from shows and stuff. I have
Uh-huh.
my homegirl take photos, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna post it, and before you know it, I'm at another show, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I didn't post those ones.
Oh,
Like you
yeah,
know, it's like a
yeah.
lot to keep up with.
No, definitely. I guess it's a good problem to have, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely staying busy and stuff. And I
Yeah.
think like how do you feel about like for example, because music is slow money, right? Like everybody that makes music, unless you're like at top of the fucking game right now, like you know, getting hired for this or promos or feature,
Yeah.
right? Like it's slow money to make money off the music itself, right? Like the fast money is on shows and merch and things like that. I
Yeah.
would think, right? From what I've learned so far. Um, so how do you like think of that? Is this something that you're looking to get rich and famous out of, or is this something that you just want to enjoy and do some shows here and there, drop some music here and here, or
I would say I would like it to be my job.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like I would
dope.
like to wake up and just like be able to like go record, go to a
Mm-hmm.
show, go to a photo shoot, like working. That's why like I think it's like the time thing is like really bothering me lately
Yeah.
because it's like I just want to be like fuck this like and just
Yeah.
do that. But you have to get to that point where you're making enough to like cover your bills and all that. Like so. That's why you can't just quit your job and just like until you're at that point where you're making the income you need. So,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
the goal for sure is to just like be able to do this every day, like it's a job,
Yeah,
So,
no, definitely. Yeah, especially when you're in the studio, man, and trying to make it try. Do you ever get like writer's block or?
yeah, sometimes like I have a lot of unfinished songs because of that. Like
Oh,
I'll
really?
be like in the zone, and then the next couple days I'm like, okay, let me finish that song, and I'm like, I can't. Like it's just I'm not in that same mindset,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, like
Because one day you had a sad day and now you're happy.
yeah,
type shit,
and I'm like, oh, I can't finish it, so I'll just
Yeah,
start a
yeah.
new one, and then before you know, I have like all these like unfinished songs. So
Oh.
I do like I wouldn't say like completely writer's block because I think that's when you like can't write at all, you
Yeah,
know. And me, it's just certain songs where I'm like, okay, I can't finish this.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'll do a feature on it, So,
Oh yeah. You know, it's crazy because I've tried to write like little, like I want to do little sets, right? Like little stories, like
Okay.
but like film them, right? Kind of
Okay.
like how do you
Like
say?
skit-
Other
what is it,
people have
skits?
done it, but not skits, but more like life encounters, like I don't want to say life of a Mexican, but like life in the hood, like
Okay.
of encounters that people can relate to and stuff, right? And I start writing some, and then like I think it's dope, and then the next day I read them, and then I'm like, damn, this shit is fucking stupid and shit. You get me?
Yeah.
Do you ever get that kind of like you make a song and then you hear it the next day and you're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
just whack, you know?
Definitely, like I don't know, like it's one thing to write, but then you also have to like get the right melody, like how you want it to sound. So like I'll write some shit and then it's like trying to make it flow good. It's like like it doesn't work. Like you have to change
Yeah.
it, So yeah, I
Oh,
have
okay.
moments like that for sure. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah, yeah.
change it.
Yeah.
But-
And then like how do you see yourself like in the next 5 years, for example? Like where do you see yourself in your music career?
Next 5 years, like having to be my job, That's the goal. Like I just want to do this every day. I want to be known, I want to be heard. Like I don't know. I feel like my music, like a lot of people, the people that do listen to it, like it does kind of touch them in a certain way. Like they could relate to it or helps them feel strong or
Yeah.
like helps them get through things. Like I just want my music to be heard like all around the world,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and just to work with other artists, like me opening for certain artists, it's cool, but like I want to be able to like collab with them, and just I don't know, just be on top. I guess 5 years is a long time, so I better be a little,
Yeah.
a little up there,
Yeah, for sure,
So,
right? Better than you are now. and shit,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah. Oh, that's all right. That's cool. That's cool to have ambitions and goals to where you want to reach to, for sure,
Yeah.
right? And then like for example, what artists inspire you right now to make music? Like, are they
Mm,
more rappers or more like singers?
right now, like as far as styles that I would like try to do,
Mm-hmm.
I like Doja Cat a lot because
Okay.
she does like a little bit of rap and singing, you know. And I feel like for me, like there's a lot of females they either sing or they either rap, and for me, I
Mm-hmm.
try to like do both.
Yeah.
So I like Doja Cat, and I like the female artists that have like they maintain like that feminine voice,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like because I feel like girls try to rap and they do kind of get a
Like a
little
tough voice and shit?
yeah, and for me, like I like to like keep that like classy, like cute sound, you know, because I am a girl, you know, like,
Yeah.
and I know like it you may not get as much respect if you're like from the guys if you're doing it like that, but like there's a lot of girls that want to hear that type of music, you know, so where was I going with this? Oh, like Doja Cat, and then I would say who inspires me like as far as writing, I always say Tupac,
Okay.
because you know like it's just
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just like I always say that because it's just like real music, you know.
Yeah.
Like growing up, like all his songs, I feel like they have a meaning, and so anytime I write a song, like I try to like write about something that I feel, or like you know like put something like a meaning behind it, you know.
Okay.
So yeah,
Like meaningful songs, basically.
yeah,
and
like when you're
stuff,
hearing
yeah.
it and you're like, oh shit, like I could relate to that, or oh I feel that, you know. Like I don't want to like someone to hear my song and be like, what is that?
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
what the fuck is she talking
What's
about?
she talking about? And
Yeah,
shit?
like
She
a turn up.
crazy.
And
you
it's
know?
cool to do like turn up songs, you know, but like
Yeah.
I
Do
don't
you-
know.
Do you like club bangers? Kind of like songs they would play at clubs, or do you want songs that people would sit at alone and reminisce about?
I like both, you know, like I love to dance. Like if I'm going out, I want to dance. So I
Mhm.
do like the club bangers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like the one we just made is kind of like a little catchy, like you
Oh,
could hear
okay.
it in the club. But I always do kind of say like what's on my mind, like motivational type thing, like
Mhm.
get money type. Like could be a club banger, but you could be talking about like oh like trying to get rich,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
Mhm.
so I try to balance it like that. But
Oh, super cool. And then how'd you get connected with the Young Outlaws? No, how do you know them and shit?
Young Outlaw, shout out. Young Duck, I actually found him on Instagram, just like
Mhm.
through mutual people, you know. I seen him on there, followed him, he followed back, and yeah, he's looking his little dimple. But no, I seen like he was going live. Like he got like when he went live, I could see like he has like good energy, you know,
Mhm.
just like down to earth type thing. So I ended up hitting him up for actually I think he slid in my DMs first though. Like a little fire emoji, a little heart emoji.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, dope. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's dope, dope.
And that track is actually dropping next week on
Oh,
the
next
on
week.
Friday the 13th. We're gonna drop it. It's called Blue Faces.
Blue
So,
Faces?
yeah.
Oh, dope.
Mikey
Hey,
Mike did the video, so
oh,
stay
dope,
tuned.
dope. That's a good collab right there, man, you know?
Yeah.
So June 13th.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on your YouTube channel or?
Yes.
Oh, dope, dope.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's a trick. I was gonna ask you that too. So it looked like they have some controversy here in the chat. I haven't been reading. I've been trying to keep up,
Oh, do
keep
they?
up to it, and so you know, yeah, yeah. But shout out to everybody on the chat, man. Appreciate y'all stopping by and keeping it out. Make sure y'all subscribe if you ain't subscribed. I see a couple new faces on there for sure, man. And make sure you hit that like button, man. Make that algorithm pop, man. You know. And shout out Sinclair, man. Go. Well, what's your YouTube's actually in your so they can tap into that new song.
To find all my stuff, you just gotta search up $INCLAR3 Sinclair. You can find me on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, TikTok, all that. Just don't forget the $sign.
Gotta get the $sign
and don't
in
spell
there.
it like the gas station. It's not like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Right? It's not CL. What is it? CLAIR. It's CLAR3. All right.
All right. Oh, so I put it like the gas station then.
No, you didn't. You didn't put the $sign in the 3, but you didn't spell it like the gas station.
Okay,
You
yeah,
spelled
yeah.
it like
Like it's supposed to be.
If it
But-
was like that, I would have been like, oh,
Yeah.
nah, like, change that.
My wife put it on there so y'all don't get mistaken how to look her up. Make sure y'all tap in for that song on the 13th, man. You know,
Yeah.
for sure, and check it out. Blue Faces, and that's the question I got. Blue Faces. I hear a lot of people say, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. I live under a rock. I'm not hip. You know, I don't pretend to be and shit. What are blue faces and shit?
Like
People
what-
are be like,
like,
this was an idiot and shit.
Like no, like the $100 bills, like
But
that
why
are blue.
blue?
Cause you know how like the older ones are like green, but like
Uh-huh.
the newer ones are blue.
They have that
like,
blue
that
little
blue
hint inside.
blue tint.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Oh.
Blue faces.
So I do know that the new hundreds have like a blue little outline, kind of. You can see some. Oh, so
they
that's
have like
why.
a blue strip too.
Yeah,
That's why they
yeah.
call them like blue
Okay.
strips
Oh,
too.
blue faces, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. I need me some blue faces,
Ah,
y'all. Huh?
blue faces.
Do people still use the word C note?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I put that in the rap sometimes. Yeah.
I do that. I'd be like, I need some C notes and shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I remember calling the 100 and shit. Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. But yeah, so back to Sinclair, man. So, what are some of the advice you would give to somebody that is barely starting off? Because you built a good following, right? You've done a lot of shows by now, right? I mean, at
Yeah.
least like 6 that I saw on your Instagram, right?
Wow.
So you have some experience in opening, singing on stage, launching music, working with different artists, high caliber, beginning caliber artists, right?
Yeah.
Like what's some advice you would give to a young female? Maybe, you know, there's a lot of kids right now that are 15, 16, starting to do some music and stuff. What would be something you tell them? Boy or girl, it doesn't have to be a girl, you know, but
Yeah. What I would say is, it's gonna sound basic, but like be yourself. You know, like with this, it's easy to like wanna be like everyone else. You know, because you'll go on your Instagram and you'll see like, oh, this girl like does music. She has like a lot of followers. Like, should I do like her style? But like, no, you gotta do what you wanna do. You know. Like when I'm writing, I don't try to write like what's popular, or I write what I'm going through. And when I go on stage and perform it, it's like a different type of like, you could see it. Like you could see when someone really feels their music. So I would say like for everyone starting off, like just write about what you like really feel, because that's what makes you you. And don't try to be like everyone else, you know?
okay.
Because I don't know, people are successful in their own ways. Like we're all meant to like shine in our own way, so you can't try to like follow or be like someone else.
Yeah.
You know, because you'll get lost in that shit. So
Yeah, definitely. And then it'll be hard to maintain that too, right? When you're trying to
Yeah,
be
for
like
sure.
somebody else's sound.
yeah.
And I think the people that have been successful from stories that I have seen, right? Like Cypress Hill, right? When they came out in the scene, their music was totally different. You were like, oh shit, there's some dope ass shit, right? A couple different artists that did that, right? Come out and you're just like, oh man, like Tupac banging on TV, you know, like, right? It was like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, man, you know? And it's crazy to see the transition of an artist. I think you have to not be scared of experimenting with something,
Yeah,
right? You know?
true.
Yeah. But cool. And who do you get beats from and all that stuff? Like who do you produces most of your tracks or
I have like a couple different producers. When I first started, I would do a lot of YouTube beats, you know, and that's kind of where
that's
I
how
met.
everybody does it, right? They rip the beats and shit.
Yeah. Because there's times
Yeah.
where you just
Yeah.
there's times where you just like want to write and like say you don't have like a producer like that you could go to. So I would do that at first. But I collab with Jam Hits Music. He actually does like a lot of merch right now. But I started working with him. And then Blanco Beats is a producer from Colorado that I never met. It's just like someone I met on Facebook, and he'll send me beats. And I worked with him. Also, Mikey Mike. I've been working with his
dope.
friend Mikey Mike a lot.
Yeah.
And then another producer is Joe. His name's Joe from Little Green Studios. A lot of like people in the IE area, Yeah.
Yeah.
He's cool. Like I've been doing like trying to do oldies, lately, and for that, like it's hard to find oldie beats.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why. Like when I wrote, I have two oldies right now. Only one's released, but when I wrote it without a beat. I was kind of just trying to like, okay, what's like a melody like from back in the day, type thing.
Because they have to do them with like real instruments too, I
Yeah,
think,
so
right?
I had this melody and the lyrics with no beat, and I went to him and I was like, hey, like I'm gonna sing this and I need you to build a beat around it. And like when I say beat, it's not really a beat because like he would grab the guitars and play the piano, and he's like, that's easy, and he'll just get down on it. And I'm
that's
like,
dope. That's dope.
yeah, so
that's dope.
shout out to him for sure.
Yeah, Lisa said that we need to play your music on Tap In Thursday, so
Okay.
make sure you submit a song for that this
Yeah, I
Thursday
got
so
you.
we can hop on it, man. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be dope for sure, man. You know? They said hey that the link worked. Did they send something on Instagram? Let's see. But no, I think you've given some good advice for sure. And I think like do you ever get like embarrassed like performing and things like that?
I'd be like super shy on my way there. And,
Yeah, I
like,
guess
when I'm
embarrassed is
walking in,
the worst part. I mean,
Embarrassed?
the wrong word I chose, but
Kinda,
like
there's
scared or anxious or
Yeah, there's times like when it's a tough crowd, like when you're like, "Hey, how's everyone feeling?" and quiet, and it's like,
You're
"Oh,
like,
like,
"Whoa,"
like
yeah.
it's okay,"
Yeah.
So like it could be kind of awkward, but I kind of learned my lesson because I used to do like show mixes, like where instead of giving the DJ like the tracks, you put them together.
Yeah.
And one show, like I kind of messed up because I put like 10-second like silence in between each song, and I was like gonna talk. And I just didn't know what to say. Like the crowd was very quiet, and I was just like looking at the DJ, like, oh my god, like is the song gonna like play yet, And it wasn't coming. So now I don't do that. Now I don't do a pause. Like I'll either just like leave the track, say something, look at the DJ, But that was very like awkward, and it could be embarrassing.
So you learn from that and stuff.
When you want to
right?
interact, but like they make it hard, because they're just really quiet.
Oh,
so.
okay. Yeah, that's a trip. That's for sure. I mean, just being on stage in front of people is crazy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what's the biggest crowd you had?
I would say the summer or was it the summer nights one in Hollywood? What was that one? Like it's Endub. I don't know if you know Endub. He does a lot of events. He's doing the back in the day. He did like back in the day festival in Adelanto, and then also summer nights in Hollywood, and those are probably the two of the biggest crowds.
Yeah, like 100 people or 200 people.
Like 200-300,
Oh, wow.
200 probably.
Yeah.
Like had like Baby Bash, Rowdy Rax, and yeah.
Oh, that's pretty big and shit. I think they're having back in the day again right now, huh? June 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sinclair's gonna have to choose which one to head to and shit, man. Yeah. And I think that's crazy because in the past there would be like one show, and I've been looking, and there's a lot of shows coming out in June, dude. I mean, King Little G got shit popping,
summertime.
right, Yeah. Yeah. And people fuck with the hip hop scene there big, dude, in Oxnard and shit, man, Yeah. Nah, for sure. Yeah. But it's the second year or third year doing it, so I'm sure they're gonna keep doing it. Yeah, fourth year. Yeah, that's dope. I was actually gonna try and get a booth there so we can have our stuff there, like our merch and stuff. And then that's when we're throwing the show, and I was like, oh man, Yeah. We had already scheduled it and shit. Yeah. 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 Yeah, definitely, dude. Yeah, and we're throwing a couple different shows, and we're looking for a venue right now in LA so we can throw one in LA and shit too, man. We're gonna try and do this a lot, try and do more music, try and help get people on, man. Yeah, nah, for sure. All right, Sinclair, we're going on to an hour, man. So, anything you want to tell the folks out here and stuff,
Just Yes, thank you guys all for tuning in. My name is Sinclair. Chase your dreams. You know, it's not easy. Trying to like do what you love. You know, because we all have to do kind of what we need to do, like work and responsibilities, family. But make sure you're doing what you love. Like make time for that. You know, because it's important. And if you don't know, like I have a lot of friends that don't know like what they want to do. You know, like
Yeah.
they don't really have like that passion for anything.
Smurf, he's having some technical difficulties. We got your boy Young Duck right here. Sinclair was cracking West Factory for the West Coast. You know where it is. It's the best coast. You know, but shout out to the East Coast, you know, because, you know, we just creating unity within all of us. So, you know how it is. It's the, hey, should we get it down? Hey, who's up there? Who wants to see what's crack? Hey, see this though? Hey, shout out to Death Row. This ain't a Raiders jersey. This is a Death Row jersey.
Raiders.
I just want to say that out loud.
You know you're gonna be a
It's
Raiders
not
fan.
a Raiders jersey. This is Death Row.
Yeah.
I told her straight up, I was like, babe, I know you like Raiders. It's like, not a Raiders jersey though.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, sorry about the audio. It's back. Yeah, we were you know, it's a learning curve every time we gotta switch the person out here and shit, man. But my wife doing a great job. Round of applause to my wife and shit, you know, for sure. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it right there. So you got your show on June 29. I mean, you guys are selling tickets too, right? I would assume, or
I don't think so. It's more like a family like event, like lowrider show type thing. You
like
know?
people pull up and you perform and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Oh, that's dope. That's
But
what's
Blue
up.
Faces. I'll be there. I'll
Showing
be there
support and shit.
supporting.
You gonna hop on stage with Young Doug too, or not?
We'll see if he allows me to.
Especially at a music show, you already know how that is and shit, man. You know. Stop the music! Stop the music and shit. Yeah. Nah, I think we have a lot of artists that are gonna be doing collab sets as well too. For sure, I know you're one of them, Young Doug, for sure. And there's some people that are putting music together now that they mix together because of the show. They're putting music together to try and perform it together and stuff too. So I think it's gonna be a fun time, dude. You know? Yeah, definitely.
Yellow Hill.
Definitely. That's what's up. Nah, so it's gonna be a dope time. So hey, there's only a few tickets left, so make sure you reach out to us. We got physical tickets. We got a link where you can buy tickets, and there's only a few music slots left. We're gonna close it out already because we're gonna have a full show. 21 artists basically performing and shit, which is insane to me, you know, for sure. So definitely tap in if you're trying to open up, man. Well, it's 21 artist slots total, but I think we got like 3 slots left. So it'll basically be like 17, 18 artists and stuff, you know, which will be pretty dope so far. So a couple of slots left. We can't have 30 artists because we gotta close we gotta close the show at 1 a.m. though. So anybody in Oxnard, make sure you pull up, man, support and all that, man. It'll be dope. But now, Sinclair, appreciate you coming through, man, making time for us and all that.
Thank you for having me.
No, definitely. And to everybody out there, man, appreciate y'all tapping in on Saturday night, man. So see y'all soon, for sure. Stay tuned.
Bye.